Hello Foggies, and welcome to episode 11 of The Foggy Author. If we haven't met yet, my name is Brett Jackson and I write books through the haze of brain fog. In this week's My Writing Life, I carried on with my writing retreat, so I've added more pictures, more videos and extra bits and bobs, and I'm going to call this section Writing Retreat Part 2. Enjoy! Welcome to part 2 of the writing retreat. Hoggy and I went to Telford and Shrewsbury, had a look around, managed to get some writing done at the hotel, popped out for a little bit of a look around at the local areas, more writing, some outlining and a little bit of food, bit of sightseeing. Saw this guy taking a Google shortcut. More food. A quick look at a local church. And then got stuck on the way home for at least 3 hours in just this queue. But that's okay, because we managed to get the entire of Time Clones Book 3 completely outlined. Thanks for watching. Ask the author. What's the most frustrating thing about brain fog for you as a writer, and how do you push through it? I think the biggest problem for me is actually forgetting what I've written. Thankfully, I have a system in place. A couple of weeks ago, I talked about bullet outlining. It's one of the ways that I can write through my books and stay on course. This small list, one line per chapter, gives me a chance to be able to stay on track. It also helps me not only when I'm writing, but also when I'm editing. Once I've had a break for a day or two, I also get the option to be able to read the previous chapter. This gives me a bit of a recap and sets me in the right direction, following my bullet outline. But it's not always frustrating. The fun part about forgetting what you've written is the fact that you can go back and read it almost as if it's for the first time. And that is fantastic, because I sit there in awe, wondering, who wrote this? If this section of the newsletter seems a little bit than usual, it's because I decided to write some notes rather than actually writing a script for this section. I hope those tips have helped you to be able to decide whether you'd like to adopt the bullet outline method. It certainly is helpful, and it gives us a chance to be able to jump on a road and keep going. And that's the end of Ask the Author this week. If you have a question you'd like to ask the author about my life as an author, time travel, my books, or anything else, please leave a comment and I will try and answer it in the future. Book of the Week. Introducing Sarah Everest. Dawn of the Darkening. When a routine training mission goes wrong, two teen warriors find themselves up against a pair of rogue dragons bent on destruction. Princess Ravinna has done everything in her power to prove her worth as a warrior. When she's given the role of leading a trek into the forests of Aristonia, she is determined to succeed and earn the respect of her peers. A dragon attack was never supposed to be part of the deal. Aided by her teammate Vatslavam, Ravinna must track down the rogue dragons and complete her mission. Things are further complicated when they discover a lone human survivor, the chieftain's daughter, who holds secrets close to her chest. Now, Ravinna and Vatslavam have two challenges: discovering the dragon's lair and stopping a budding rebellion. Will they be able to determine the dragon's plans and inform the Emperor before the darkening spreads, or will their actions lead to an all-out war? As usual, the book is available from Amazon, and I've dropped the link into the description of this video. Featured article. Because I've only just come back from my writer's retreat on Thursday, I hadn't actually prepared a featured article. So instead, I've added one of my poems from my book Dreamwaves. Hope you enjoy watching it. Rubber Trumpet, a poem by Brett Jackson. You hear music in a far-off land. Play a rubber trumpet in an elastic band. It's a world of fun where you can play all day, and the best bit is you don't have to pay. You can get lost for hours or even for life, digging up treasure with just a plastic knife. Become a hero or fly a car. Become a ghost, eat lots of caviar. Run through the woods in just your pajamas, swim in custard that's full of piranhas. This is the stuff that goes on in the place where you can always be first in the race. You can turn invisible or walk through the walls. You can live in a sweet shop full of bouncing balls. Turn lead into gold, become a princess, ride in a pumpkin, wear a big dress. Drive a mushroom under the ground, find lots of treasure that's never been found. Become the president, climb into TV. Eat the world's biggest waffle, turn into a pea. This is the place inside your head where you can visit every night when asleep in your bed. This poem and other poems can be found in a book called Dreamwaves, and you can find that on thefoggyauthor.com. It's free, so why not try them today? And that's all for this week's newsletter. Due to an issue with one of my cameras and my PC overheating, there will be no further Wednesday writing lives until myself and Hoggy can get this problem fixed. So watch this space to see when the next Wednesday writing live takes place, and I will see you again in the future.